Hey everyone, I'm Jolene with Sass'n Decor, and you are down under, as I like to call my little cave down in the basement. Doing a live. This is the first time I've done live. I've got an actual camera now. I'm looking all fancy and high tech. Got my computer. I got my laptop. No idea what I'm doing. So hey, let's all learn together, okay? We're gonna do a ghost wreath today. So give me a second. What I need to do is post the link so people can find where to go live. So bear with me. I'm going to point the camera down so you can see what we're going to be working on. And let's see if I can figure out how to share this link, okay? I don't know. I forgot what I'm supposed to do. Oh no. Hang on. You guys are being patient. Thank you so much. Let's go to my Facebook page and see how I'm supposed to do this. Okay, hang on. I think I got it. You guys are being very patient. Thank you. No. Okay, I got one, and let me try and get this over to my personal page. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. I sure hope this works. Now, I have no idea how to check for comments. So let's see. I'll try and keep an eye on it. I don't remember how to tell. So I'll keep checking, guys. So bear with me. Thanks so much. Okay, so here we go. We are going to work on a Halloween ghost one today. I went ahead and pre-cut the ribbon just because it saves a lot of time from you guys having to sit there and watch it. I have some music going because the silence drives me crazy down here. So if it's a lot of interference as background noise, just pop a little message. Let me know that I need to turn it down, okay? It's just piano music, but it's better than nothing. Okay, so here's what we got. We're going to work with this ghost today. 2 pieces, so we're going to put him in there, okay? And I decided to go all black and white. So we got black and white chevron. We have this super cute ghost, black with some silver swirl and some black and white checkered. And then we're going to do just black mesh. I might, check this out. We're going to put some pieces of this in there too, okay? So we're going to move the ribbons out of the way and let's get the mesh going. We're just using a standard black 21-inch mesh. And I think everything I got today came from Craft Outlet. If it wasn't Craft Outlet, it was the Wreath Shop. That tends to be where I get most of my goodies. So I'm just getting the form ready. It's easier if you have all the little ties up front and ready to go. All right, my mesh is all over the floor because it's under my chair. I tried to make something else with a witch's hat with it last night, and it was a disaster, and I kind of had a temper tantrum and just threw it on the floor and left. So if any of you make crafts, you know that sometimes what's in your brain, what the idea in your mind, is not what comes out. Last night was one of those nights. All right. We're gonna zip tie the beginning of this down. That just helps make sure it's gonna stay there. And hey guys, since this is my first time, we're kind of really going live with a webcam or whatever. Can you, if you can't hear me or anything, can you let me know? Just so I know if I'm doing it right, because I don't know, we're just winging it here, seeing what happens. All right, so there's, you can measure your poofs I'm not a measure type of a gal. I'm kind of, I just like to pull it a little bit, and you kind of get used to how big you want each poof to be. We're going to give it a good hard twist. I think they say to make your poofs about 10 inches long. And we're only giving one twist with the tie right now, because we're going to go back and put ribbon over it. And that's what's going to really secure it down there once we get going. So what have you guys got going on today? It is Saturday. I am in Castle Rock, Colorado, which is just a little bit south of Denver. It's like 90 degrees here, which is crazy because it's hot. But our leaves are changing already, so fall is on its way. I'm not ready to let go of summer. I love to garden. I love all the colors of the flowers. I like walking outside and not being cold. But with the leaves starting to change and the nights are getting cool, the nights are getting down into the 50s, I'm kind of like, okay, fall's coming, so that's good. And I sucked it up and I had to bring out my fall soap from Bath and Body Works today. Okay, so remember I told you I was doing a craft last night and I threw a temper tantrum? I had cut this piece off of the roll, which I forgot, so we're going to put him in here. I'm also going to zip tie it down because I don't want it to come out of there. Normally, this would all be one big roll and you wouldn't be messing with two pieces, but since we had a little bit of a failure last night, we're just reusing it. And then after I took that witch's hat apart, I had an idea on what I could have done to make it work. But at that point, I'd already taken it apart. All right. So here's just the rest of that roll. I'm just gathering it up so we can get a good spot. And I'm going to put everything right back here in this first twist. And I'm just using these itty bitty little zip ties. I got a nice value pack from Home Depot that had like 300 zip ties, which at the time I was like, what am I going to do with all those zip ties? But it's amazing how much you use. They come great for craft fairs. So I zip tie my shelves to my tent. Okay, here we go. So we're going to actually go around this wreath 3 times. We're going to go around that bottom, and you can do it however you want, but I go around the bottom ring once, and then I go around the top ring twice. So who else is ready for fall? I know as crafters, we've been actually doing fall and Halloween for a couple weeks now, but I haven't actually incorporated it into my daily life yet. But I'm kind of like, you know, I'm ready to bring out those fall smells. Might even have to bring out, it's kind of early for decorations, but I have a craft fair in September, and then they start for the holidays, and so I'm going to get so crazy busy that I'm almost tempted to get all my fall decorations out now. That way I actually have time to do it. I started back at work full-time, which is new for me. I'm working at my daughter's high school, which she's so excited about. There's a lot of sarcasm in that comment. And last night was our school's first football game, so it was really exciting to be a part of that. My husband played football in high school. We always, in the fall, on Saturday mornings, we're like, oh man, we should have gone to the football game last night. So I just want to be a part of that atmosphere in that community. And then, but we always forget because I didn't work there and our kids weren't at school yet, and it just wasn't a part of our life, so we didn't remember. So it was fun to go and see everybody in school colors and cheering for the team. So what I'm doing, I'm going back around now for the second time. So I've gone around the bottom once, I've gone around the top one once, and now I'm going back around a second time. And what I'm doing is I'm untying the tie that I'm at, putting the second layer of mesh in, and then twisting it. I feel that if you just stack it on top of the tie that's already there, it starts to build too high, and then it's just not as sturdy. So I undo it, put the second layer in, and put it back together. Get the staples out here. Have you guys found anything good to do with these? They're super sturdy, but nobody wants them. Like my craft arts teacher and stuff can't use them, and I throw away hundreds of them, and I hate it because I'm like, there's got to be something good that you can use that for. Okay, so we're almost done with our roll here. And right through here. I'm going to push this little end piece through to the back, flip it over, and we're going to zip tie it. So have you guys started on fall crafts yet? Are you doing any fall, Thanksgiving, or Halloween yet? I know there's some people who've even started on Christmas already. I haven't done that yet. I have a lot of Christmas left over from my last craft fair last year that unfortunately, whoops, hang on. I just made that. I was trying to look for comments. Sorry guys, I haven't figured out. Oh, well, I don't want to hear myself. Isn't it horrible having to hear yourself? I don't know how radio people do it. I see that there's comments, but I can't figure out how to get there. I'm trying to figure that out here real quick. Ooh, my craft room is warm. Guys, am I supposed to be able to see the comments? Maybe if I go to Facebook. Oh, look. I figured it out. I'm so smart. Leslie, isn't the ghost cute? I haven't done him before, so I'm really interested to see how they come out. Leslie, what kind of signs do you paint? I actually am in need of a custom one for a teacher. So put your link in there and I'll come check out. Okay. So our mesh is done, so now we're going to put the ribbons on. And these are all 12-inch ribbon that I've cut dovetails on. And I've just got to decide, I think I like them just like they are. Okay? So you can do two ways. Some people stack them right through and have them ready to go so they're just one pile, but I find for me it's just kind of easier. So you kind of want to find your middle. You can go like this and then crinkle the middle like that. And then again, I undo the twist put the ribbon and I push it down in there so it's deep, and then do 3 good tight turns. Then you twirl the top of the twist tie over a little bit, and then you pull your ribbons separate directions. There you go. Now we'll go with the next set. And I have a twist tie right here. Everything's black. It's kind of hard to tell where my ties end and my mesh is. I got some extra lights in my room. So there's 1, 2, 3, 5 bulbs on it that are like, I don't know, 60 watt bulbs. And my hot glue gun, and it gets really toasty in this room. I'm gonna have to get a fan. Although soon, being that I'm in the basement, and it's Colorado, I'm gonna have my little heater on because then it's freezing down here. So when I'm pulling the ribbon, I kind of pull it out, I don't know if you can see, and I'm running my fingers along it to give it a little bit of a rounded edge to the ribbon, and then I'm pulling it apart. Just gives it a little more of a finishing touch. I like this glitter in this ribbon, but it is definitely getting everywhere. Never done an all black and white before. Usually I kind of put some sort of color in there. I thought this would be a cool way to try it. Grab a quick drink. So, Leslie, I take it you are in Texas, so you must be hot. I'm sure me saying I'm hot in Colorado is kind of a joke to you. We don't have humidity, so 90 for Colorado is hot, but that's probably a nice day for Texas. What part of Texas are you in? And then you just alternate. I'm going from top to bottom on my rows, but I'm making sure that the ribbons alternate as they go around. You'll have some point where they kind of match up, where your top and bottom row, both ribbons are the same. But that's just because they don't really space out the ties evenly, and you're just bound to have that happen. But once your wreath is completely done, all the ribbons on it, and you have your sign or centerpiece on there, you can't tell that they match up. Nobody will be able to tell. Oop, I went wrong. Nope, this way. And since these ghosts all go one direction, we want to make sure that our ribbon stays the same direction, well, at least for me. I want all my ghosts to be pointing the same direction up. I want to make sure that I don't accidentally do some this way, although with ghosts, that might look okay because it'll just look like they're flying everywhere. But if you have a ribbon that has something like trucks on it, you know, trucks only go one way, right? So you'd want to make sure they're pointing the right direction in your ribbon. See how I mentioned, look, these two add up. Let me make sure I'm alternating correctly. Okay, I am. So our team won their football game yesterday. It wasn't a very big scoring game, but hey, they won. 2 weeks from now, we're a 2 high school town. And in 2 weeks, I think it's from now, is the big, I go to, the daughter and I are both at Douglas County High School. And there's also Castle View High School. And they both play their big game in 2 weeks, I think, the 20th. I'm not digging how these are all matching up. I might have to, I'm going to switch and just do the bottom row because they're all matching up completely and I don't want them to do that. Oh, Leslie, I know where Highlands Ranch is. Oh, you have two sisters, Denver and Highlands Ranch. We're not too far south of Highlands Ranch. I'm in Castle Rock. We're kind of right smack dab in between Denver and Colorado Springs. I grew up in Colorado Springs. So Castle Rock's a good spot for me. My parents are still down there. So they're close, but not too close. Hello, Christy. How are you, my California hippie? You're not at the beach today? We were supposed to go up to Taylor, Christy, because, you know, we never took our trailer home from when you were here. We never made it back up to camp again. We were going to go this weekend for Labor Day with the 3-day weekend, but Rhett really wanted to go to her first high school football game, so we stayed behind. But Robert brought the razors home yesterday. He drove up all the way to Taylor, brought the fifth wheel home. He left at like 6:30 yesterday morning and got home about 5. Then he brought the razors back to the house, and we might go up tomorrow to a different part of the mountains and where he's going to go hunting so he can go scouting. But with it being as hot as it is, we might go to the lake instead. So my ribbon's coming out of this, my little piece of wires coming out of the ribbon. Have you ever poked yourself with that little bit of ribbon wire that is so itty bitty and seems like nothing, but man, that hurts when you poke yourself. All right. I just don't think they placed these. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to this one right here, and let's see what that does for our pattern. Alicia, are you bored at the Mac Center? Oh, Ray's working, huh? You're bored? He's a good man, isn't he? I think I'll keep him. Leslie, I did it earlier. I poked myself right here earlier today, and it hurt for like 20 minutes. Oh, bugger hurt. Soon I'll start with the hot glue burns. There's so much Christmas when I do the grapevine wreaths. So much that I glue that I get some really nasty hot glue burns. And the problem with that is you burn your hand and you go get it off with your other hand and now you've burnt both hands. It's a special kind of talent to do that. Yes, it is. I'm special like that. So Leslie, I just have a friend, a lady who wants a teacher wreath, and she wants it customized with her name on it for a teacher for her classroom. She hasn't given me much more direction than that, so I'm kind of pretty open. I'm thinking either a wooden painted sign or a metal sign. And then I found some teacher ribbon, some school ribbon that's going to go good, and then put a bunch of colors in there. So I don't have anything more specific than she said she wants a custom one with her name on it. So if you've got anything in mind, I'd love to see it. Okay. Okay, here we go. We are done with ribbon. all my ghosts are going the right way. So there you go, so you can see. Now we're going to put our ghost in. I've never put one of these in before, so ow. It should be very entertaining. All right. So it comes with all the little wires on it. I'm going to stand up for this part. Oh, I've got to decide where I want to stick him. So I'm kind of have him come in here and come out here. I think I'm going to put him here, and we'll stick a bow over there. So let's start with his head, I guess. And basically we're just going to stick this wire down into, through the mesh to the frame, and attach it. And this might take a couple go rounds until we get it right. And I don't know why I'm saying we. It's not like you guys are doing it with me. But you're watching. And I'm sorry if my head is in the way. Okay, so I'm just going to do 1 or 2 twists. Just so I make sure I like where he is before I really twist him on there. Got a lot of twists. A lot of ties. So there's just the metal frame back behind here. I'm just tying them right on there. I can feel the frame, but I can't seem to find it. This guy ain't gonna go nowhere. Leslie, do you have any craft shows planned? I'm not quite sure. Do you do craft shows? Well, I'm making a mess with these wires. I can't tell what's what. Sorry, move my head out of there. I need new glasses. Okay, let's put his butt on here. Oh, Christy, you're funny. Beautiful, you're so funny. Okay, which way should I think his butt needs to go? This way. Are you in your pool today, Christy? Is it hot there? It's hot here. It's gotta be hot there. I'm not sure if I like him there. Stuck. So I think he's supposed to come out a little bit. I don't think he's supposed to be right. I don't know if he's supposed to be right on top like that. Well, we can always move him around. So let's do that now so that I can make the bow. You guys can see how to do that. I'm getting warm, people. I'm going to open my door here. Let me get some cool air in. Turned into a little sauna down in here. Is it separated, Christy? Well, that didn't even attach right, so we're just going to start over with that. You need to color code these wires so you can tell what's twisting to what. I think I should have maybe put his head a little bit higher. More like this, Christy. I wonder if I... Let's do that. See how he comes out down there. My wire's stuck in my mesh. More like that, Christy. Like him with a little bit of a hole, so like he's snaking through. Let me know if you guys think you like it that way. Tell you a story. Work's going good. Hi Gary. Work's going good. I'm learning day by day. I am, for those of you who don't know, I just started as a health aide over at the high school. So it's very interesting. There's a lot of mom law that needs to come into play when you're working with kids, because you know you've got those who are sick. How many parents out there? You know when you've got a sick kid, right? And you know when you've got that kid that just is like, hey, I want to come hang out and use my phone, and I think your room is cool. So I'm figuring out who those kids are. But I like it. I really do. I share my office with a great lady named Morgan, who had my job last year, who's teaching me all kinds of things so that I know what I'm doing. All right, we're going to make a bow. And let's see, which bow do I want on the base? We'll use this ribbon. Now you guys, there's a lot of different ways to do a bow. There's really not a wrong way or a right way. There's a lot of amazing and crafty people who have invented bows, and the bows are named after them, and certain lengths for ribbons, tails, and how big your loop should be. I never remember any of that, you guys. I just kind of like, hey, I'm going to make a bow. So let's just pretend like I'm measuring. I'm going to do a 14-inch tail. And I love, this is called Bodabra, and it's the bomb. For me, it's easier. I just drop the ribbon on the ground. And what you're going to do, here's our tail. Okay? You take it right in the middle. You have to twist your ribbon over, because the ribbon, most ribbon has two different sides. It has a pretty side and a not pretty side. So you have to twist it so that when you come back around with your loop, the pretty side is on the outside. And let's make this a 6-inch. Let's do 7. So that's 10, 17. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. A story. So Christy, this one time I went camping and there were a lot of cows. Tell them about kids and their fake stories. Well, I haven't had any good ones yet. I haven't had any good ones. It's really been more about kids that are just stressed, just kind of adjusting to school again. Every kid thinks they have a concussion, which is super cute. And lots of walking. The other day I got 15,000 steps in, which was a really good day. Yesterday wasn't quite so busy and my butt fell asleep sitting in my chair. I need a big butt chair because my legs, we're going to call it because my legs. I have long legs. Long legs, long legs. And the regular office chairs aren't big enough for my legs. Okay, so we got 3 loops on each side. You had to get them. So guys, if you're reading the comments and you're wondering what's going on, Christy is my bestie friend out in California. And she made a ginormous long drive in July with her trailer and her husband to come camping with us. Christy, can you post a picture on here? And we were in beautiful Gunnison National Forest near a place called Taylor Reservoir. And Colorado is free range. And there were a lot of cows, free range cows, that mooed all day and all night long. And they were licking our barbecue, rubbing up against the trailer, eating the ashes out of the campfire, which I don't understand. It's ashes. It's not like ashes taste good. Okay, we're going to make this next set of loops about 1 inch smaller than the bottom ones. And you can really see on this ribbon how it's 2 different sides. So that's why you got to do that twist right there in the middle. Again, I suck at measuring, so what I do is I put my finger right here in the middle, pull up both loops. Look, they match. But I don't think that's a big enough loop. So I'm going to back this up a little bit. Make that loop just a little bit bigger. But when Christy came out, we went on some amazing rides in our razors. Had some good food. Christy introduced me to some amazing spices. You guys, if you like all natural spices, not the stuff that you just buy in the spice aisle at the grocery store, she has this great guy in California that goes to a farmer's market. And she introduced me to him, and I bought some stuff. If you knew what Wild Tree was, which is going out of business, these are as good, if not better, than the spices at Wild Tree. Let me know, and I'll get you set up. Okay, oh my gosh, you guys, my Mac's about to die. Don't go anywhere, I gotta get a power cord. Don't go anywhere! Okay, I'm coming. I'm back. Okay, I got a power cord. Now I just gotta find an outlet. Hey, you know, I told you I was new at this whole life thing, right? Figuring it out as I go. Hang on, I gotta try and get to a plug. Thanks, guys. Oh, check that out. Okay, you're plugged in. Because who doesn't want to screw up on a live, right? Thanks, guys. Learning as we go. How many of you out there do your own lives? And do you have any tips for me? Hi, Janie. Hey, guys, Janie is a brand new grandma. Little Sadie is just a month old, right, Janie? Are you absolutely loving it? Good God, I'm out of breath. Maybe I should do some more exercise. Oh, you gotta, with his kitty shirt, yes, Christy. I was actually just looking at pictures yesterday. All right, so we've got two different 2.5-inch ribbons. I'm gonna change it up a little bit, and we're gonna throw in a 1-inch ribbon. Just kind of breaks it up once it's all poofy. All right. These loops, I'm going to make the same size as the black and white checkered. So this Bow Dabra is the bomb because basically it just holds your ribbon for you, because this would be crazy hard to do and hold it all in your hands at the same time. Just keeps it all in place for you. I think this was $5 from Michael's with a coupon. Best $5 you'll ever spend. All right. Sweet loose spices. Thank you, Christy. We put his stuff on some ribs we smoked last weekend, and it was good. All right, let's do. I'm trying to decide if I should do the ghost. I'm gonna do the ghost last, I think. So he's more visible. Well, let's do the ghost next. And I'm gonna do 3 loops with the ghost. Aha, now you guys, you know what? I should have practiced this, because we have to do this a certain way to make sure. If I do it the way we've been doing it, let me show you. You put them in, give them a twist, comes back. Maybe with the ghost it'll be okay. Let me show you what's going on in my head. That probably doesn't make sense to you right now. Remember I talked about having things go the same direction? So if we go the way we've been doing it, some ghosts are going to be upside down. And I'm not real big on that. So I saw one video the other day. Let's see if I can do it by hand. So she had come this. What did she do? No, that's not right. I only watched it once, and I wish I had paid more attention. Okay, I think that's it. Can you see what I'm... So, how did I just do that? We went this way. Pinch it, twist it, and come back this way. No. I messed up there. Aha! You have to go underneath. Hey guys, so already I lost power, and I can't figure out how to make the bow. Thanks for sticking with me. Hey Leslie, it's a whole new world. Okay, so let's see. My loops are most definitely not the same size. That's too big. Okay, we're going to do it again so we can learn together. Okay, so here's my tail. that's what's going to sit here. I've got it pinched at the middle. And then we went under. See if that's too big. I don't want it quite that big of a loop, I don't think. Pinch it and hold it, twist it. And we're scrunching it in the middle. They're the same size. Now we pull the ribbon out and cup up under. And this way. Now my only thing is, now this tail isn't the right direction. I thought I had it all figured out, peeps. Maybe if we, no. Well, you know what, guys? I'm not sure how to fix that, so let's just stick it in there for now. See how he's going the wrong way? I wonder if, well, I'm just not sure. Okay, we're gonna, I can always remake them if I need to, so let's just do that. I'm going to do one more 1-inch bow. You want a Christmas? Do you want a seashore Christmas one, Terry, or Christy, or do you just want? You like the muted, more natural colors? Hi, Terry. Thanks for joining. It's mesmerizing. This is the best entertainment you're gonna get all weekend. And now, see, there we go. We're gonna give it a twist. This guy, we're just gonna do 2 loops, and he's gonna be smaller because he's the one in the front. Boy, I can tell you, looking down with this camera down on top of me, I can really see how I need to get my hair done. It's a good thing I'm getting it done on Tuesday because it's looking a little shabby. Okay. All right. There's all our ribbon. So we're going to take a zip tie. Here's the guy we're going to use here. Oh, Robert. Call him because he sent me a text asking me if he could stay till 6. I didn't realize what time it was, so will you please call him and figure something out, Robert? Thank you so much. I love you. I didn't realize what time it was. All right, so we just picked it all up right in the middle. Get the zip tie on a little bit, but you don't want to totally tighten it yet because now we're going to come in with a pipe cleaner. You kind of come closer so you can see. I'm pushing down on the material so that I can thread that pipe cleaner through there. Pull a little tighter. I also want to make sure that I got it centered pretty good. They all seem to be about the same width. Now we're going to pull that super tight. He's watching, Christy. He must be bored. Such a good man. I'm supposed to be going to pick up my son right now. Hi Denise, thanks for popping in. I really appreciate you guys watching as I'm kind of trying to figure it out. So now you fluff your bow. There's these things called fluff boxes. I have one somewhere that my husband made me. I never use it. I never use it. So I'm just going to turn it over. And we just start spreading out the bows. And what I'm going to do real quick before we start spreading them out is I'm going to get some of these ends cut. I'm just lining them up, cutting them in half, and dovetailing them. And I'm just doing them 3 at a time so it goes quicker. There's no reason to do it this way. It's just I'm making less cuts. It goes by quicker. For the 1-inch ones, you could dovetail them, but I actually like to just kind of go at a diagonal. Since it's a smaller ribbon, I don't feel like it has to be cut the exact same way as the bigger ribbon. I feel like I'm missing one somewhere. So I just poked myself with wire. That hurt. Oh, I got a bleeder. Don't look if you don't like blood. Dang it. Oh, my bestie. She's crazy. She is crazy, Christy. Real hippie. Eats everything organic. No gluten. No sugar. She drinks like a fish, though. That's why I like her. She cusses like me, too, so that's good. But whenever I'm about to lose my shit, she always calms me down. She makes me see reason even when I don't want to. So I'm just pulling the ribbons, one in the middle, when I have the 3 on each side, and then one on each side and one in the middle. Now I can't figure out where I'm at with my bow. What did I do? Y'all, I'm losing it today. If you see the other end of my zip tie, shout out so I can see it. Wow. There it is. So it looks a little funky right now. We'll place it and work it a little bit better once we get it on the wreath. Okay, so let's do that. And I just realized I never added this in there. Yeah, it'll look all right. So now I'm just going to kind of decide where I want my bow. You put it up high, right in the middle, down low. I think maybe if the bow goes here. Christy, do you still like the ghost? With the space in the middle? Let's get the bow on so we can see what that looks like. Go right there. So I'm just taking the zip ties and going around the frame. Christy, I bet that's a pretty awesome friend. I'd like to meet her someday. I really like the way this bow came out. Not loving the ghosts though, guys. Still don't look right to me. Okay, so I need some opinions. Here's the ghost kind of put together, like one piece. Or do you like it more, where did I put them over? Maybe that looks better with them off to the side. Or do you like with his tail off to the side? Together or separate? Hey, Jennifer. You don't have that? Oh, you don't love the tail? I think he looked better when I put him off on the side. Ooh, that looks even better. Okay, we're going to make him go to the side. But, do we want him? No. Okay. All right, Christy, I'm going to try this. Separate him. But we're going to make him crooked. This might take a couple shots to get it just right. All right, Christy, what do you think of that? Is that tail better off to the side a little bit? Okay, I think Jennifer and Christy like it off to the side. Tell me what you think. I'm going to hold it up off away from you guys so I can see what it looks like. The only thing I want to do is these longer ribbons, the 1-inch ribbons. I'm going to roll it and then just give it a little pull. It adds some more depth and another layer of texture. Where's the... Oh, there it is. When it's all the same color, even though it's different patterns, it starts to look the same. Thanks, Dawn. Okay, guys, I'm going to go upstairs and photograph this on the door so you can see what it looks like all finished. And I'll post it in the comments. Thanks for sticking with me. That was an hour. I had not expected it to take an hour. So you've been very patient. I appreciate you hanging out as I learn how to do this thing. And please like my page and join me next time. Bye, everybody. Thanks for the conversation, Christy. I loved it. Bye.